CPTSD is real. Just had a night of very stressful dreams. The first one was very physically taxing. I had to go from one floor to another by pulling myself up with my arms. And I woke, I must have gone to the bathroom or gone back to sleep, or I had some kind of sound on the computer, but somehow it wasn't working right, so it just stopped. I fell back asleep, and I was back with the stress that I used to have. In my part of the dream, it was like the last class before finals, and I had to be there. I had to get all my things together so I could study, and I didn't have any way to get to school. So I went over and I was helping my mother, doing all her dishes and stuff, and there were food I made for her that she just let sit in the refrigerator, and it was all moldy. So I thought, well, I'm going to wash all this. I'll wash this too and take my dishes home. This is when I lived a block and a half away from her. And then I kept thinking, I got to go to school. I got to make it. And I don't have any way to get there. This is before Uber. I mean, taxis existed, but they were ungodly expensive. And there was a key that was given to me saying, well, try this one, that's that car down the street. Well, when I was walking down the street to get to this car, there were new people at the house. So I knew there was no car there for me to use. I welcomed the people to the neighborhood, like, welcome to the neighborhood. And then I didn't know what to do. So I was on my way back home. It was very, very stressful. It reminded me of the days when I lived in a place that was expanding. At the time, now it's a larger city. It used to be some little dinky town. And there was no bus service to the junior college at all. No way to get there. And it was, like I said, before Uber and all that. 13 miles. My ex would not take me. He wouldn't let me use his car. He wouldn't take me. I had to walk. I had to hitchhike or walk. I remember one time I walked, and I don't think I hitchhiked, but I left really early because I knew I had no way to get there but to walk. And I walked and I got to class about 10 minutes late, I guess, 15 minutes late. And the teacher was the kind to tell you all the important stuff the first 2 minutes of the class. And then she'd go through some things. And I stayed after class and asked her, and she refused to tell me because I was late. I told her why. This is for real. This is what really happened. I told her why, and she thought I was just making up an excuse. So that's the kind of shit I used to have to live with. So I woke up, my heart, my chest, my arms hurt. It's not going to be drugs or drinking. It's not going to be daredevil stuff. It's going to be dreams like this that kill me. This is a life that's a life I used to have. And CPTSD is real. Where you relive crap like that. Not just being in a war. I was in a war for my life. I don't wish it on, well, maybe I do wish it on a couple people, but